We are at
Hello.
episode 21.
I mean to put that up yet.
No worries.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
up 21.
Yep.
Still going strong. I mean, I know I messaged you, Kevin, a little bit earlier, having some trouble figuring out what to do, and
Yeah.
then you came up with this great idea for tonight. I like it. We're gonna do another build, which I haven't built anything on stream in a long time.
Yeah.
And we give the blueprints a hard time.
We do. So
So we're going to experience it ourselves live on the stream.
Yep.
I also, yep. What were
It's
you
time
gonna
to put our money where our mouth is. We're gonna create something, and it's gonna work, and it's gonna work well. That's the goal.
Yes,
We are going to have this done.
exactly.
And also, since I think since we're 21 episodes in, Will, we can let the viewers in on a little secret. And in the intro, over the two beans, that is our actual hair. But
It is our hair. Although my hair has changed a little bit, and your hair has definitely changed a little bit.
I got a haircut, which was a very scary experience, Will. This lady, she was very, very nice, but she's one of these people that was just like talking with her hands the whole time.
Oh my gosh.
I'm hearing her life story. I'm hearing all about her good things, bad things, everything. And she's just like, she's like, does that look good? I'm like, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, no problem. I'm like checking my ears for blood, and everything. But yeah. Oh man,
Nice.
it was an experience. That's how my weekend was. So
wow. I actually just got my hair cut as well today though.
nice.
So
yeah, a little insider secret.
Yeah. So another thing is we normally spill the beans, but we're not going to spill the beans this time. But I am going to share something. It's a getting started guide that Amazon Alexa team, excuse me, released. I mean, it is old, but I don't know when they released this.
So I want to say this has gone through a couple of updates. This is just guessing
from the newest one.
Yes, this is because they actually put it into like a new format. But I think when it originally came out, I want to say it was like 2017.
Okay.
Because I was looking at their GitHub repo, and they had some references to Cake Time.
Gotcha. Yep.
So spilling the beans a little bit, what we're getting into, but it went through a few revisions because I remember looking at it at the beginning years ago and thinking, thank goodness there's this tutorial, but I'm still lost. Like I'm still kind of figuring this new stuff out.
Yeah.
And then it's gone through a few changes, and they added some graphics, some images.
Nice.
So it's definitely improved. And I think it's gotten to a point where even if you're brand new to this world, you can jump right in.
Awesome.
But
that's what I was going for. And so it's just another a piece of information out there to help you learn how to build skills. And we are back on Alexa topic after all our other ones, but we might still go back to maybe Google once in a while, but probably not any of the other ones.
I haven't touched Bixby. I haven't touched Bixby since we tested it.
I used it yesterday.
Did you?
I used it yesterday.
What'd you use it for?
A timer.
He's like, a timer. Okay. Cool.
Because it was going off because I either that or maybe it was Google. Something was going off on random things. someone saying something in my phone would be like, "Bloop, hello," something.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what that was, if it was Bixby or if it was Google or what, but something was going off a couple times, and then I was like, "Oh, I'll just use it for this timer because I can do that."
Yeah. Yeah.
So
There you go.
yeah. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that getting started article.
Mhm.
But we are gonna do a little something different this time. We're gonna
Right.
jump straight into Beaningful Conversation, meaning I'm going to try to build a blueprint, and we're gonna take input from everyone. If anyone has anything,
Yep.
ideas or anything like that, please say stuff in the chat while we go through and build one of these.
Exactly.
And there is so many of these. Oh, I was going to share this as well.
Yep.
This is the home for blueprints.amazon.com.
Yeah.
And uh, yeah, so we got featured blueprints, at home blueprints, Amazon
Mhm.
kids
Right.
recommended, sorry,
Yep.
can't speak. Learning knowledge,
Mhm.
fun and games is which we'll probably do.
Mhm.
Because I like games. Storyteller. I don't mind storytelling, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Greetings and occasions occasions,
Mhm.
communities and organizations
Right.
and businesses.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so Kevin, was there anything that stood out to you?
So there's two answers to this question. The first one is what stood out to me is that this has been updated recently. So
Nice.
even when I had looked at this, I want to say a few weeks ago, well, probably about a month and a half ago, this screen
Mhm.
was different. So
Okay.
they're actually pushing blueprints. If they're
Nice.
taking the time to update this, and there were not nearly as many choices as what I'm seeing here,
Hmm.
or they're more spread out, because what I was able to do was select from drop downs
Yeah.
and then kind of figure out what I wanted to kind of template
Yeah.
a little bit. But this looks very nice. It looks broken out. Yeah, I mean, everything you can kind of look at with I think there's a little bit of overlap maybe with some of the fortune teller story stuff in the kids side of
Hmm.
it, with
Yeah.
some of the fun and games, those types of things. Some I can see
Hmm.
are probably very basic,
Yeah.
like yes, no, maybe. Ask Alexa any yes or no question and hear a randomly selected response. That sounds very basic to me. But a blueprint, it matches what you're looking for. So
Yeah. So I was thinking about this.
mhm.
I don't think they should have labeled it blueprints because
Okay,
besides architects, who can read a blueprint?
true, true,
Or
true.
engineers too.
Right, right.
Most people can't read blueprints.
Like,
So how would they, or why would they want to make one?
yeah,
Uh,
yeah, and
they're supposed to be easy, right?
yeah, and even the word like schematic is just almost upper level. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
for
not
sure.
as,
Hmm.
you know, because when I look at blueprints, I think just everybody can jump in and create something.
Hmm.
So what would be a very lower level, I guess, not lower level, but
Word,
more entry level type
entry
of.
level word
Yeah,
to use.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't
I'd
know
have to
the
come up
answer,
with
but I'm just saying
yeah,
blueprints.
yeah.
I don't know. We'll
Maybe it'll
see.
make more sense as we get into it, but
Yeah, that's true.
we'll see, we'll see. But I
Another one
do
of the
like.
thing. Oh, I
Also,
was just gonna say one more thing
mhm.
is before we get into it is that these are great,
Mhm.
but please, everyone, do not publish your timer or countdown to your wedding, because
Yes,
not
dude.
everyone wants to know when your wedding is.
You are reading
Um,
my mind, Will. Reading my mind.
you can easily have people sign up for a beta once
Mhm.
it's like 2 months out. You can sign up everyone for a beta, and then you don't even have to publish it,
Yep,
and you're groovy. You're groovy.
exactly.
Um,
I was thinking the same
so,
exact thing here. Like house guest, welcome your guests to your house and stuff. That one I looked at previously, and you could set it up to be like, okay, or say, hey, what's my Wi-Fi or what's the Wi-Fi password?
oh, okay.
And it would, here's the Wi-Fi password, like don't put that out on, the
No,
internet. Please don't. Same
don't
thing with
publish them.
babysitter. Like help get important info. Here's the phone number that you might need. Here's where we
Hmm.
keep this. Here's where that. Like don't do that, you know.
Hmm.
But we do. We see this all the time. I
Hmm.
feel like there's got to be some type of filter that Amazon could implement. I'm going down the rant tunnel, but I feel like there's
We are
some
in
type of
meaningful
filter.
conversation.
We are. I feel like that there really needs to be a filter for some of these,
Yeah.
and just I I don't know how many come down the line in a day, a week, a month. I'd love to see some numbers on this because I'm starting to get into this numbers thing now. But I'd love to see how many skills, blueprints, the breakdowns, whatever, and
Hmm.
actually see how many physical eyes get put on these and what's automated.
Hmm.
What's just tested versus actually scrutinized and looked at. So,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
did anything catch your eye? What you want to jump into?
Well, obviously, I want to do a game because I like games.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
I think storyteller would be fun, but I
Mhm.
think it would take too much time for what we're trying to do.
Right. Right.
Um,
Let's see.
uh, there's always trivia.
Always.
Um,
Let's see. Quotes. Quotes are
Inspirations,
easy.
favorite
Yeah, that's what I was
favorite
looking at.
quotes.
Those are pretty easy. Uh, Sidekick. I see that on there. Um,
Yeah, that sounded neat.
yeah. It's up to you. I'll let you pick, and I'll be your moral support on this journey.
Oh yeah, I also thought fortune teller might be fun too.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's do fortune teller.
Perfect.
Okay, so um oh, I didn't share my screen with sound. Let's see if I can share my screen with sound. If I can't, I can't. Okay. Well, um okay. So it's kind of like the inspirational quote thing.
Mhm.
Except A will just give you a fortune.
Okay.
So like like right here where it says asking my sources for today's fortune. Never forget a friend, especially if they owe you money.
Good one. Good one.
So
Um, so
so
I
it's
just
that kind of stuff.
I'm staying right on task with you here. So
Okay.
I am pulling up 86 of the funniest fortune cookie messages.
Nice.
So
All right, cool.
here we go.
So then it says how to create. Create as many fortunes as you want. Customize intro message and sounds.
Okay.
Name your skill. Share your skill with friends and family. They can use it on their Alexa-enabled devices. How to use. Open your skill as many times a day as you want. Enjoy Alexa's response.
Okay. So right off the bat, before we get into this,
Okay.
no monetization, correct?
Right.
Like, I'm assuming you can't have the funny
premium.
fortune, the funny fortune pack or the happy fortune pack. I don't think that's something you can do through Blueprints.
I don't think so either, but we're gonna find out.
We'll find out.
This pops up. I guess there's a slideshow. Ready to make a skill? Just follow these simple steps. Edit the examples. Add your own, and finish. Pretty simple. So you edit the examples like they're showing.
Yep.
Add your own. Add more of them. Create skill. That's save and finish. Start now. Wow.
So I did not get that screen. Probably because I played around in the Blueprint console before.
Okay.
When I was looking around. So just something to be aware of, that I didn't get that walkthrough experience. So but let's see what we got. It looks like we're at the setup screen. When you open your
so
skill.
we're inputting our fortunes.
Okay.
List of fortunes.
I see we have something.
You could always put them in the private chat as well.
True. I'm going to have to find a different list. These are all images that people found. So let me come up with something.
Gotcha.
Okay. Here we go.
If anyone has any great fortunes that you want in this, let us know in the chat.
Yep.
Just type them in and we'll put them in here.
Here we go. Funny fortune cookie sayings. I don't want images. Okay.
I mean, you could just read them out loud too. I could type away.
Sure. So let's see. Okay, these are just goofy. Like, don't eat the paper is what the one fortune cookie says. That wasn't chicken is another. That's probably not good.
What? Have to.
Let's see. Here, I'll throw a few in the public chat for everybody to see.
Okay.
No, I can't. I will just do private. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you couldn't, but
yeah, I'm not that popular.
He who throws dirt is losing ground. Did that not copy paste? No, it worked fine.
There we go. We'll use one of these ones. Yeah. There's a nice one. This one's a nice, positive, uplifting one coming your way.
Yeah, this is the one they used in the example. It's a good day to have a good day. Yep.
The snowflake one is a good one.
No snowflake feels responsible in an avalanche.
Cool. Let's see what else I can find here for us.
Ooh, Oxnard Box has one. You will be tormented by Cthulhu.
Yeah. Let's see what I can find. Here's useful fortunes. I didn't even think that was real.
Everyone that gets this one, they're like, "What? That makes
Right.
no sense." It's in Oxygen Box. It's in.
Okay, I'm into like the motivational ones now. Like here, this one here, believe in yourself.
Okay. Works.
Let's see. Successes are built on failures. There we go. You know, we have a coworker who we have an internal Slack chat that we use, and we have a coworker that puts on some good ones every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Can I remember them right now? No, but he has some good ones. Let's see. Here's a neat one. Snag that.
Hard work pays off in the future. Laziness pays off now. Of it.
Ooh, this one's very deep. Let's see. Copy that. No one has some meaning there, I guess.
Bruno talks smack about you.
We don't talk about Bruno. Oh no. I don't know. Some of these are weird.
Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars. That's a good one.
That is a good one. Fortunes for... Nope, not that. I search for these fortune teller things, and a lot of the stuff that comes up is... Do you remember those things that you folded, like they were kind of like an origami thing, and they look kind of like a... I don't know, you stuck your fingers in them and you went...
Yeah. My son just made one of those.
Yeah. Like I keep finding them popping up.
What are they called?
Like a fortune teller thing. I don't know what the official...
Yeah, I can't think of what they're exactly called, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. He actually made one that was go ask your mother.
Go ask your mother. There you go. We'll use it.
Chewy. Chewbacca one.
Oh, okay. Cool. I was hoping for this list to be a little bit better than it was, but it was not very good. How many do we have so far?
We almost have what they had. We just need one more.
Okay.
And we could always have more, but
yeah. Let's see here. These are... Here we go. I've got one for you. Let's take that and take that.
If you see a turtle at the top of a fence, it had help getting there.
Here's another one. We'll add one more, maybe, or however many, but here's a good one. This is life advice for everybody.
When in doubt, don't eat it. Yes, for sure. Okay.
All right. So what's
And
next?
like we said, we can always add more if more come in.
Mhm.
We can back up, and I think we can back up. We'll see. All right. So that's all of our fortunes. Now we just click this next button to go to experience.
Okay. So these are example welcome messages. So it says, welcome. I, Alexa, can look into your future. Or, hello, it's fortune time. Greetings. It's time to look into the future. Hi there. Let's see what your future your fortune holds. Okay.
Well, I like this, but let's see what your future holds.
Yeah.
I'm going to copy that and paste it up here because I'm really good at copying and pasting. So yeah, you can edit these. You can add more welcome messages.
Yep.
It doesn't matter what they say. You should have something in there, right? And
yeah.
Excuse me. It should pertain to what you're building. So in all of these, you the user know that you're going to get a fortune, or get a fortune told to you.
Mm-hmm.
And then a thinking phrase. So I thought this was interesting. Why do you need a thinking phrase?
So that would be when your code, because we haven't really touched code here yet,
right?
Exactly, is being sent. So it's being sent out and hitting being turned into or whatever, like a Lambda function, being processed and then coming back. That's why it needs that thinking phrase, that kind of time where it's doing that processing, but the user is not aware of that because it's filling the gap with this thinking phrase. Does that make sense? Kind of like for example, if I ramble and you're looking something up, my rambling fills the dead space. That's
I see what you're saying.
That's what happens.
Yeah. But I don't know, because
I mean, you would think it's right there.
Yeah. I mean, it shouldn't take that long to do.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't think this thinking phrase is needed. But hey, this is my first time, so.
Or does it just
what do I know?
does it add to the experience?
Yeah, that could be. Yeah,
that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
let me consult. Let me consult.
Oxygen Box says it paints the magic, is what it does.
Paints the magic. Nice.
Paints the magic. Is that what I do when I ramble?
Let me consult the stars, or let me read the stars.
There you go.
Read the stars.
And just so everyone knows too, that green little arrow or G looking piece next to the X at the end of your phrases, that's Grammarly, correct? Like
yes,
that's not anything
that
to do
is
with
an
Alexa
add-on
or anything.
that I have
Yep.
to catch my grammar errors
Yep.
when I'm typing stuff.
Right.
So that has nothing to do with what we're building right here. So sounds, we could have a whole hour on sounds.
We could. So For those of you who don't know, but I think I've mentioned it a few times, is I get lost in the sound libraries. So I have a subscription service
Okay.
to use all kinds of sounds, like a big sound library, and I will spend forever going through all the sounds, just looking for the perfect sound or whatever, and I'll save it in a folder, and I'll listen to it, and then I'll find something else, and then I'll compare the two, and then I'll get somebody else's input, and yeah, I could spend forever listening to these sounds. But it looks like,
Oh
so is
yeah,
it?
no one can hear these. Dang
Uh-oh.
it!
Oh, that's right. That's right. I'll pretend. Ghost Spooky is woo. Ghost Spooky. Ghost Spooky 1 is
Sound like children. Are, never mind.
So here's a question, Will. Can we tell, do we get the full um Alexa sound library? Like
I don't
the
think so.
SSML? Okay. It's just a select few.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's probably good because I could spend a long time. Something surprise you?
Yeah, that's what we should have. We should have an Alien Voice 6.
Okay.
As one of our voice sounds, and then we'll have that one because why not?
Mm-hmm. So it's gonna. So what it's doing right now, while you pick the sounds, is before each fortune is read, it's going to randomly select one of those sounds. Is that correct, Will?
Yes,
That's what it
correct.
looks like. Okay. It's not like it's going to run through Alien 6, Boeing 1, Army March 1.
Yeah, it's
not
just
going to do
you
all
can
those.
Alexa can play one of these sounds before your fortune, and this is Alexa can play one of these sounds after your fortune.
Gotcha.
So what do we want to be after your fortune?
I was thinking like a glittery fairy sound, like a
Fairy sound?
magical. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know what we have. Is
yeah,
there
we have
a
there's a
fantasy
fairy magic.
thing? Okay, there you go.
Yep. Anyone else have any that they want to see? I know you can't hear them, but
Yeah. And I'm curious, Oxygen Box, have you used any blueprint skills? Have you played around with this? Because I'm not sure if you were here at the top of the stream. I don't see when everybody pops in, but I said at the beginning of the stream that looks like they recently updated the blueprints console from when I was looking at it just about a month and a half ago. It looks completely revamped and a lot nicer.
mm-hmm.
So okay, we've got some sounds. Good.
So we got sounds. Now we're to background image. Customize the theme
Okay.
when your skill is on Echo Show, Echo Spot. Alexa displays the selected image. So it is just a fortune little glass ball,
Crystal ball thing.
crystal ball. Thank you.
Okay. Yep.
And it has different color backgrounds.
Okay.
Anyone have a
So I'm not seeing a place where we could even upload our own custom background.
so far I'm not seeing anything like that.
Okay.
And I don't think we can.
Yeah, it's something to keep in mind. You know, you're really limited in your creativity a little bit with this.
Mm-hmm.
So, because there's been a few things that I was going to bring up, because we'll get to it when we're done. We'll get to that part. So, okay.
I'm gonna pick orange if anyone else has any favorites.
Oxygen Box says nope, no blueprint for me. Never looked at them. Yeah, This is pretty much our first jump into them as well.
Exactly.
Okay, so we
Now,
scroll to the
next,
top.
you click the next button, and we'll go to the name. So we can't have it called fortune teller because that's already taken.
Somebody got to it. Okay, we could call it.
What shall we?
You could do. I was thinking like Kevin's crystal ball and like the two Ks, Kevin and Crystal, or we could do Will's wishes. We could do
Something with
bean.
Something with beans.
Bean. This is a good one.
Bean blueprint.
There you go. Yeah.
Magic beans.
Magic beans. Magic beans would be
That's not
all right.
bad.
Yeah, I like that.
All right.
Appreciate that one. That's a good one.
Not sure if it'll work, but we'll see. And I thought this was like an image that you can change, but it's just, it is what it is. And you only can change your name. This just says for best results, use common words, i.e., my crystal ball, today's outlook. If you're having trouble opening your skill, come back and rename it.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's different.
All right. So, and then you hit create skill.
Sure. Takes a couple
minutes. Then, yeah. And this is doing all the magic in the background. And that was way too fast.
Yeah, that never happens in the real.
I guess it's still creating your skill.
Okay.
But still, that is pretty fast. And I'm guessing this is the reason why Amazon QC doesn't look at these, because it goes straight to the store.
Yeah. Okay, so you didn't have. Okay, so let's break this down real quick while it's still creating. First of all, your icon is going to look exactly like somebody else's icon, because it looks like the orange background that you chose is the background color for your icon. Is that right?
It might be.
It looks similar. It might not be. The orange looks red, a little darker. Though. Okay. So,
but it might be just because it's small.
True. So no icon customization. I'm not a big fan of that, because I'll be honest, when I'm looking at the skill store and I'm scrolling through page after page, the icon is what gets my eye first. And then I look and see like, okay, what else are we doing here? But if it's a generic icon that was, and I'm just saying that typically the more, I'm generalizing, but the more effort you put in your icon, I'm assuming you put effort into your skill too. Do you know what I mean? So,
right.
So an icon that looks a little better kind of means higher quality sometimes. But what were you gonna say?
It's created.
Your skill is created. Just say, you know who, open magic beans. Okay.
All right. Someone say open magic beans on your end. Why don't you try it out, Kevin?
Yeah. Let me see here. I will do it on my phone since that's close to me here. Give me 1 sec. Okay. So turn this on. Allow. Alexa, open magic beans. There we go. Open magic beans.
Here's magic beans. I'm having trouble connecting to the network. Please try again a bit later.
Okay, so my phone is saying it's having trouble connecting to the network. Try again later. I can tell you that's not really the case. So, Alexa, open Cards of Wonder.
Yeah.
So I'm good there. Alexa, stop.
I'm
Open
going to click
Magic
this edit
Beans.
button to see.
Magic Beans. Would you like the price of Bitcoin, Ether, or Litecoin?
No. So I opened up a crypto store or crypto information skill.
Rename a cat facts.
Right.
So
huh.
I clicked edit, and it comes back to the setup and then the experience. These are the only things that you can edit.
Okay.
So that
Let's
is interesting. Okay, that's fine.
let's see here. So rename next to the title. Right there where your mouse is.
Oh, uh-huh.
Let's
1 second.
go. Yeah.
I'm gonna try it on my end.
Sure.
Alexa, open Magic Beans.
Hi there. Let's see what your fortune holds. Give me a moment to sort through the
works.
right fortune.
Okay. So I'm seeing something right now,
You
though.
see a turtle at the top of a fence. It had help getting there.
Okay. So where you see on the right side where it says your skill actions, then you have edit, delete. I see share with others
Share with others.
and publish to skill store.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't see that.
That's interesting.
Uh-huh.
So is your skill intended for no? Oh, okay. So you can copy a link. Interesting. All right. And I'm sharing the link to everyone.
Oh, okay. So that brings up something I was gonna complain about. But
Yeah.
So since we're at that point, I guess. So I thought it, like you said, it looks like a skill store listing right here.
Yeah, it does.
And so I thought it just was like, whoop, it's up there. Which, okay, so now this makes me extra mad and extra annoyed. Is that
People went the other step to publish their
Yes.
wedding
Yeah.
to the store.
Dear Max wedding guy, congrats, but I don't need to know when your wedding is. I wasn't invited. So, but yeah, okay. So your Disney countdown timer on how many days until you're going to Disney, that's awesome for you. The world doesn't care or need to know. I mean, I guess I care about when you're going to Disney, but you took that step to publish it to the skill store. And then somebody at this point, again, we don't know. I'd love to see the numbers, but I don't know if somebody would then put eyes on this skill or not. I'm assuming no. I'm assuming it goes through an automated testing process. And if it gets an error like, your requested skills response, yada, yada, then it would kick it back or whatever. But the fact that you can share with others and then provide a link means, dear Max with wedding guy, just send the link to your guest list. There you go. Problem solved. Bam. Okay. So that's my rant over. But that's interesting. I like that you can right here share it with only specific people. So that's nice. And that makes more sense whenever you have your house guest skill with, what's my Wi-Fi password? And then, you share it with specific people, or you only share it with yourself, and then it lets you do it. So
I just wanted to show this. so this is the developer console. We didn't go into this at all.
Yeah,
But
we'll do it next time.
The Magic Beans is here, and it looks like it will go straight to this console right here. If you click on this, I'm pretty sure it's the same thing if you click on this. Yes.
Yeah.
So both of them go straight to the console. Unlike if I were to click on Cards of Wonder, and then you'll see my analytics, and it doesn't go to this page here. So
okay, and so I see status here says created, but in your, I'm going to call it the official console, I didn't see anything for status. So it didn't say in dev or live or anything like that on the official.
Oh, that is correct.
Yeah, something I just saw real quick. I do like the stats though. That's kind of nice. So
yeah, what he was saying, like right here, this is not available for the status.
Right.
But you do get stats in here for those that are not published. I'm not really sure if you publish it. If it should we publish Magic Beans?
Not at all. Not at all. I would be the most, if I said yes to this, I would be the worst hypocrite in the world. My Twitter would blow up like nobody's business because people would be like, you're a jerk. You're a jerk. You're a jerk. But Oxygen Box says blueprints are like the TSA pre-check. No need to take off your shoes to get through security. That kind of makes sense. I see what you're saying. Yeah. So again, this would be like AWS hosted. So we're going to break down some tech details, I guess. So this would be AWS hosted, correct? Like you're not throwing things into a bucket or anything like that, or you're not connecting to like Airtable or
Dynamo.
I was blanking on that. DynamoDB. You're not, connecting to anything like that. So let's say you create a blueprint story, right? And your story blows up and it goes viral and gets all the people, right? Because every parent at bedtime is playing your story. You don't pay for that then? I mean, you don't have any hosting costs, or you don't have any runtime to worry about?
No.
Not a bad deal. I mean, you're not making it. Well, again, there's no monetization on this either, though. You're not.
There's other ways to monetize your skill. If you are getting, 100,000 uses daily, Amazon will more than likely cut you a check. So, but that it is very, very hard to do, especially like you were saying with the whole icon and everything. If they're just searching through the store and they find this plain Jane icon, they're going to keep on scrolling. Even if your thing was like the best story ever. And they're like, no.
I get what you're saying.
So
here's a question for you, Will. Would you, let's say your goal, right, is to make this story, right? So would it be worth your time to go into Blueprints and create a story using this no code? I mean, this is no code at all. You don't need to know JSON. You don't need to know what a Lambda function. You don't have to. You don't even have
You don't
to
have to
know
connect anything.
No, but you don't even have
You
to
don't
know
have anything.
No, but you don't even know. This is a problem to me. Well, not necessarily a problem because I understand it's entry, it's basic, whatever. But you're not learning anything about what an intent is,
Mhm.
or
Yep.
any slots. Um, Nothing. I mean, there was
Nope.
absolutely nothing about this. Now, would it, in your opinion, be worth it? So let's say you're going to make a story and it's going to be a chapter book story. You
Mhm.
put out chapters 1 and 2 through Blueprint, right? And then at the end of it say, be on the lookout for chapter 3, which is going to be, you would say it the right way, but you would say you would have to pay to continue your journey, pay for chapter 3, and then you would have to code that one, I guess.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So,
Mhm.
but that would be a good way to judge whether or not your story is going to take off without having to really dive into the official console, start
Very
coding
true.
it together. Like
Mhm.
gauging interest, getting that
Yep.
user base down. I mean, if we didn't talk so much about this, we could have had that done in 5 minutes.
Mhm.
So that's kind of neat to me. Very, very basic though. There's no voice. Well, I don't know. Can you do different voices in a story one? I don't know. I
Not
still
sure.
think it would be pretty basic. I
Um,
see sound effects, expressions, pauses. So you could
yeah.
do. I don't know. Possibly, but you're not gonna. I just don't know. Without digging into it, I don't know if you're gonna have Kevin's voice and then the official Alexa voice, and then what was the other one? Bruce and the others. I don't know if you're going to be able to use all of those. I don't know.
No.
I don't
I
know.
don't. Well.
Yeah, and kind of going back a little bit to at least the fortune teller skill that
Mhm.
we created is there was nowhere to upload your own. So like
Oh
your own sound effects. Sorry, your own sound
no.
effects.
No.
Your own backgrounds. If I was telling a
Nope.
story, I would almost want the words to even show up on the skill. So did
Mhm.
you do it on a, a excuse me, a displayed device?
Yes.
Okay.
And then it did show up.
Words, text show up.
Words did show
Okay.
up. Yep.
So I'm assuming that would also happen on and then again, assuming, I hate to do that, but I'm assuming it would also show up on your story.
Correct.
Can
At
I
least as far as
have,
I know.
yeah, can I have different scenes? If my story starts off and I'm walking through the woods, could I have a green background or trees on my background? And then all of a sudden I come into town, could I have like a brown house background type of thing? Just have something a little extra would be nice.
Okay. So, oh wow, this is the store right here.
Wait, okay, what are we looking at?
Interesting. I actually jumped into adventure one. So, name for your adventure one and name
Obviously, that's going
for
to be Will.
adventure two. We're on a summer break from school. Dreamed blah blah blah.
Hmm.
Change blank.
So what exactly can you click on? You're clicking on just the blank, like
Oh,
the bold text. Oh boy, it's getting real now. Didn't see that. Let's see.
Okay, then.
Oh,
But why? You
so
think?
every
Then you can pick again. You just
uh
go like this. That's pretty simple.
okay, that's simple, right? But if I was doing this differently, like let's say JavaScript, I would define that variable. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Exactly.
Like that. Like I wouldn't have to click adventurer 2, adventurer 1 and select them every time. Huh.
Where did I? Oh,
I think yeah,
my
up at the
punch
top
is
there.
up here. Oh, cool. So you can just like drag it wherever.
Okay. Okay.
And but and then change the expression.
Hmm.
Oh, to uh to some of the expressions that are built in.
Yeah.
Um, what?
Okay, so here's a
Okay,
question.
that's
Can
it.
you change so let's look at that first sentence there. It says long ago to young heroes.
Mhm.
Are you able to change long ago to yesterday or something? Can you change
Oh
that?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So this
this
is
is
just a
all
template.
editable.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what I needed to know. Okay.
Yep. This is just telling you what you probably can do. And
Hmm.
but the thing is, you can only have 5 sounds.
Oh.
Um,
Okay.
pauses are not limited, expressions aren't limited, and blanks aren't limited.
Will, something just clicked with me to just this second. Seeing how limited this is probably why like those escape room games that we did or whatever
Mhm.
were so short.
That's true.
That's probably exactly why. So now I feel like a jerk for getting on them so hard when it really probably wasn't their fault. It was just a limitation of the blueprint.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
To also answer your earlier questions, it doesn't look like there's any APL at all.
That's unfortunate. I mean, I understand that's more data intensive, and I'm sure there'd be like some processing, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
But that would just be perfect for this type of situation. Hmm. Okay.
Yep.
Um, thoughts? I mean, I have some additional thoughts, but do you have anything?
I don't like them.
Okay. Okay. Uh, yeah. I mean, depending on how they're marketed, which are they marketed that much really? Not that I know of. I don't know that they're really front and center anywhere. Um, I I think there almost needs to be an intermediate step between this and the official Alexa console.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, there is. Well, no, I lied.
lied on stream.
Yeah. I was thinking there is, but uh technically there's a templated version, but you still need to know how to read it,
Yeah,
and it's coded.
yeah, yeah. Um, I think I think those intermediate steps
Yes.
are those intermediate steps would be things like um, oh sorry, I got distracted by Oxygen Box's comment.
So did I.
Absolutely, we are all on
Yes.
the same page with that. 100% Oxygen Box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Since the blueprints store, not store, but the console is
Mhm.
in a separate section, it should also have a different store.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think the intermediate step between this and the official Alexa console would be your other no-code solutions that we've talked about in the past, like
Yeah.
Fabella, Voice Flow, the others.
They had one, but they discontinued it. So
Amazon did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't remember what it's called anymore.
Yeah.
But
I mean, for someone who's a little techie and has these devices around and has a specific use case that they want to solve, you
thank
know,
you. Skill
or
flow builder.
skill flow builder, yep. Something that they want to jump into, I mean, this is good for them. You know, the Disney countdown, the fun little thing like whose turn is it to do the dishes? You know what I mean? And then you can put your own names in there. The little things that are just quick and whatnot. Yeah, that works for this. And you don't have to spend, I mean, you could do that in 5 minutes without a problem. Yeah, I mean, they're fun. I think they're more novelty than they are official uses. Can you scroll down to more of the games again? Okay. So I don't really see these as games now that I'm looking at them. Inspirations, that just is kind of like a return of value thing.
The only thing is the trivia.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why they broke it down in between family trivia, birthday trivia, regular trivia. It's just trivia.
Right, with specific genres. Yeah.
Oh, and then there's a game show, but once again, it's a custom trivia game.
Yeah.
Oh, this uses buttons that you can't even get anymore.
Oof. Yeah, that's a problem. Thinking of you, like these little greeting and occasion things. That is what I feel like a blueprint is perfect for. You know, send mom a greeting card for her birthday, and then you could type out exactly what you wanted it to say in there. And again, I guess it's limited if I can't have my own image. Like I can't have an image of my family and send it over to Graham, you know,
right?
Who can say, "Oh, what's my notification? Oh, look at that," you know, whatever.
Oh wow, it's actually Hallmark.
That's impressive. So maybe you can get some images. Is that it? Just the 4?
We'll look. Change image. Pick background image.
Oh, upload your own. No kidding.
There we go.
See, complain and thou shalt receive.
So for cards, you might that might be a possibility.
Alexa message.
That's not a bad idea.
Look at that too. You can choose which type: Alexa message or a personalized recording. Nice. That's a little more complex. I mean, and that's nice. Now you're not having to pay for any of that, are you? Like once you get to the end, it's not like, hey, pay $1.99 or anything.
Well, I'm pretty sure not.
I mean, it didn't say anything about it, but
yeah,
I could see that even being a thing.
Oh, there we go.
Down the road, you know, paid blueprint thing. Okay, well, that's not too bad. That's kind of neat. I think that's a perfect use case for a blueprint then.
But it is actually 9:05.
I know. I just looked at the clock here. Sorry about that. I rambled too much.
It's all right.
It was a good stream, though. Good stream.
It was a great stream, and thank you, Oxygen Box, for partaking in our making of a blueprint skill. That was fun. Like we said, I kind of mentioned it maybe going over the console a little bit more in depth on a stream might be pretty nice for some people.
Mhm.
And we're not trying to reinvent the wheel or anything. There's plenty of videos out there, but it's just something, you know, we're really well into development and Alexa, and we just wanted to share this with you and our experiences.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if it helps you grow and learn, we're all for that. So if there's any other topics anyone wants to us to cover, let us know by either getting a hold of us. I'm going to drop this um, uh, below on any of the YouTube channels, or you can PM me directly on, on what is it called? On Twitch.
Yep.
Lastly, you can Twitter. You can private message me on Twitter, or just at me on Twitter in a message. And my Twitter handle is WRONGHOLT. Wrong Holt.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, and just to piggyback on what you said, it's just nice to have our perspective on it sometimes, and the fact that we are brand new to the blueprint side of it, wasn't really sure what we were getting into, but just exposure. So and I think we covered a lot of ground. We talked about some pros and cons. If you know anybody that would kind of be interested in the video, definitely feel free to share. So, but yeah, anything else you wanted to say? I think next week might be a quiet week for us. Is that right?
Yes, we will be gone next. We're not streaming next week.
We're gone.
So 2 weeks from today.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So we'll come back. We'll regroup. We'll come up with some pretty good stuff.
All right. Sounds good.
Take care, everybody.
Bye, everyone.